Just nothing there. Just nothing there. Then again, that EU trade was valid, but it wasn't a huge probability. Probably went low risk. Nothing was going on this. You are?
I marked NAS up. I marked NAS up and went fucking sky high.
Did you?
Just never put it on. Yeah.
Oh, typical.
Well, I've marked up when we were talking about the 4 hour and the 6 hour.
Yeah.
Difference. There was like an hour difference between TradingView and MT5. So when I was marking it up there, it just continued.
Yeah. Well, let me get it's my mic on. Okay, guys, welcome to the stream. I'll be trading gold, NAS100, and EU on the Forex charts every day from 8 AM. If you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to give away instant funded account, a decent size one as well. Are you a subscriber, Dan? Ooh.
To
the YouTube. Well, welcome anyway. So, yesterday we had another loss on EU. We had 2 losses on EU basically. I'll pretty clean my charts now. I'll see if I can back and find them. So we took a trade on EU, low risk, $150 loss out of the full day. So it's not much at all. On a 50k account, that's absolutely nothing. Okay, it's less than 0.5%. So yesterday was difficult. I won't lie. Let's see if I can get it. It literally just powered straight through, to be honest with you.
Yes, it did.
Oh yeah, here we go. This was our EU trade. It was a low probability one. That's why we only risked $50 on it, because the risk to return on it was really nice if it was going to play out. It was just 11.5 to 1 it would have been. So it would have been a lovely return on it, but didn't play out. So we've got it on the logbook now. We put that down as a loss, and yeah, we come back in and again today. Now remember, it's not about the daily, because yesterday people would have struggled with yesterday because they would have took them 2 losses, okay, and they would have been looking at the MT4 and going, oh my god, there's just 2 reds on my MT4, and they would have struggled to put the phone down or the computer down and get on with their day, not thinking about it. They would have, trust me. People just can't handle it, right? You can't look at it daily. Let's look at it weekly. Let's see where we are on Friday, okay? And even if we're down for the week, let's see where we are at the end of the month. As long as we try to aim to be profitable monthly, if we're profitable 90% of the months, nothing can stop us. You're profitable, okay? But this is what people can't get into the head. They could have a minus month and think that's it. They can't trade because 30 days of trading and not being profitable in that month. They think they're not profitable, but you can. Last time I streamed on YouTube, did it for the year. We had 1 minus month. It was February. I think we were down 2.5k or something, and that was on a 100k account. Yeah, am I still profitable? Yes, I'm still profitable, even by having that 1 minus month, because the other months make up for it. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourself, right? It's really hard to identify, because there's no definitive line of being non-profitable to being consistently profitable. There's no definitive line, and it's really hard to identify when you are consistently profitable or when you're not consistently profitable, right? You just got to keep going, keep being true to your logbook. There's no point lying on your logbook, no point, right? Because you just cheating yourself, if you like. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about little losses. I mean, look at November. That was a tough month for us. We took a few trades as well. So look at them 2 losses there. 380, 270. That was in 1 week. We were minus that week. Okay, we could have spiraled out of control there. Look what happened the following week. Bang, 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 bang. We took another loss at the end of the month, but we were still up. Okay, so little rant over. Should we do a top down? Let's see if these markets are better today. Come on, give us something today. Something nice. And this is where discipline comes in. When the markets are slow, or they're in awful areas, or they're all-time highs. That's where your discipline comes in to wait for your opportunity. We've had a full week, Monday to Thursday, of nothing, and we're itching for a trade. And then come Friday, we've caught a 500 pip move. Okay, that's what can happen. Right, but welcome anyway. That was my little rant. Done. Okay, so let's do a top down. We're currently on the gold chart. So gold against the US dollar. Let's do a top down. So monthly, very, very, very bullish. Okay, we don't really get much info off the monthly. All we know is the monthly's had a bottom wick, and are we going to carry on driving? More unlikely, it looks like. We haven't had much of a top wick. And then the weekly closed bearish. And then we create a steep bottom wick, and it looks like we're flipping bullish now. Now, if we close bullish on this weekly, then next week I would be interested in taking buys, more interested in taking buys up, okay? Because that would confirm that we're still pushing up. But at the moment, this weekly can still do anything. It could carry on pushing bullish. It could stay doji. It could flip back bearish. Anything can happen on this monthly. What we do know, though, sorry, on this weekly, we have got a zone now. We did tap previous support, which is here. So we took that away. So if price wants to carry on up, now is probably the time you're going to start carrying on up. This week and then next week. Okay. So, yeah. Then we come down to the daily. What's happened on the daily? So I'm sick of these gaps. We've had another little gap here, which you probably need to come back to fill. Now, the issue we've got on gold, I mean, the ranges, how do you identify the range on the daily? It's really difficult. The only range you've got on the daily is probably maybe that. You've got a little rejection here. Or maybe that. I would probably say that's probably better for me. That. But the body of the candles haven't closed down there. So this daily at the moment could easily flip to the downside from here and close respecting still. That's exactly what could happen today, right? But if we go to the weekly looked like it's flipped to the upside to push higher. So we've got a bit of contradiction on the weekly and the daily. Unless this daily is going to stay bullish. If this daily stays bullish, then I'd be interested in buys up tomorrow. But at the moment, this daily can flip at any point to the downside. So we're going to have to come down the time frames. And what have we got on the time? So let's say this is our daily area. And this is our daily. So now we're going to have to mark up some zones on the lower time frames. It's very difficult because what's happening? They're not quite fitting. Okay, and this is a perfect example to tell you is what I always teach is when price moves up like this. Okay, high, high, low, high, 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 high. Okay, what do you notice? You notice that the support level and the resistance level are not really in line. You've got an area there, and then you've got an area there. Okay, that means another one here, there, which doesn't tap this one. So that means these areas, imagine these as like walls and these are bricks, right? These are only one layer brick thick because it's only had one tap. If this point it came down and tapped, then it would be 2 layer thick, okay? Be a stronger zone. But, so what tends to happen when you move up like this, and I always say it means you can easily, when you drop, you can literally fly through because it's like a man running through walls. It can easily get through these ranges because these are not double layer thick. These are all thin layers. Okay. But if price moves up like this, well, let's say if price done this, yeah, and then you've got support, resistance, you've got another one, support, resistance. These are now a lot stronger zones because you've got support and resistance. That means price would probably have to move down like so in order to get through them. Okay, so and you can see this is a great example. What I always preach: price can easily flip through these because they're not very strong, and that's what price has done. However, we're here now. We've already done that move. So what can we do now? Well, it's difficult because we haven't got. Where's the levels? Like, is it there? Is that a level? Doesn't quite fit. Doesn't quite fit here. I don't think the 4 would give us much info really. Don't like the 4, so let's skip the 4. All we know is the previous 4 is bearish, but no top wick. 3 bullish, 2 heavily bullish, broke out. So this is probably our first sign of some sort of structure. You got body of the candles there, and you got body of the candles there. Here doesn't fit very well, but this is probably all we've got on the 2 hour. So we have got some sort of structure now. Have we got any structure on the upside? I would probably say the next structure is maybe that. We've got 4 body of the candles here, and then we've got another rejection there. I would probably say that's the next range to the upside. So the 2's broke out. If we can get a bottom wick on this 2, tap, we could maybe have a buy stop on to flip to come and fill the range. Simple as that. Okay, simple Meraki style zone trading. But I need a bottom wick for that to happen. So other than that, there's sort of, I don't even think there's any reason to go down the time frames. We'll have a look though. No. The 1, I don't know where the ranges are on the 1. So that's literally all we've got, guys, is the 2's broke out. Can I get a bottom wick to here? So I'm going to set an alert here. If we get a bottom wick, I'll then have a buy stop above to come and fill the rest of the range, if you do flip, that is. Or if the 2 closes back in, then what range are we in then? Well, the next range we're in, we're probably, again, it's awful. I would probably say that's the next range, so you could come down to that. You've got body of the candles and body of the candles. So if you get a fake out on the 2, what you could wait for is a top wick, and then a sell stop underneath, flip to come through to that at least. So that would be a take partial move to break even. But at the moment, I really don't know where this hour's got where gold's going at the moment. All we know is the 2's broke out. Technically, we should be coming up to 5008. But I can't just get in now because I haven't had a bottom wick. I need a bottom wick. Because at any point, if you get in now, at any point this can flip and give you a bottom wick. There's still 2 hours left of this candle. More than enough time. Okay, so that's made it a bit difficult. So that's all we've got on gold, really. Is if we can get a pullback, then yeah, we can maybe look at the buys up. So let's go on to NAS. See if we're any better on NAS. Okay, so it's just because it's at their all-time highs. It's annoying. But what can we do here? What can we do? So we were saying monthly close bullish. Bottom wick, this monthly can do anything at the moment. It hasn't broke out yet, but that's the monthly range. Now we have got a minor support level here. We have tapped it, but once we get a monthly close out, then you can expect to keep pushing. So if we mark this up, that's my weekly range. Okay, this is my weekly range to the downside. So the issue we've got with NAS at the moment is it keeps doing these gaps. So you've got gaps all over from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Awful, awful gaps. So it's really thrown everything off for us to mark up. Okay. Now, we had this weekly potentially flipping to the downside. And obviously we were looking for... Sorry, we knew the weekly could do something like this. Okay. Flip bullish. But we couldn't really get in. This was the issue we had. The daily, what did I say about the daily yesterday? So the daily was further down. We knew the daily could pull back to this level. So if we look at this level here, we knew the daily could come up to here. And then we were expecting, the last time price was here, price came down, wicked into this area, pulled back, and the daily closed there, and then you drop through the floor. Okay, so what's happened? We've came down, we've tapped, we've pulled back. We have closed bullish, but we didn't close respecting this level. We now broke above it. So what does that mean? Well, this means that we broke above this level. Yes, it could still play out, but we probably would need to wait for a daily close below this. If we get a daily close below this, I'll be very, very interested in sells down. Okay, because your next level will be that there. So you could come all the way to that level, around the 2, 4, 600 levels. But we haven't done that yet. And we know the weekly could carry on because the previous weekly was bullish, but we didn't break out. We had a massive rejection. So this weekly could carry on. Now, if the weekly closes bullish above here, then obviously I'm looking at buys next week. Should be fairly straightforward. But we haven't done it yet. We're stuck in this awful, awful range. Okay. So, what does that mean for us today then? Well, what does that mean for us today? The next range we've got is this level. Say that. That's the next level. I can't take buys until the weekly closes bullish. Right, I can't take buys until the weekly closes bullish. But what if, because the daily is still respecting this level, right? Could we see a flip on this daily today? That's the question. Could we see a flip on this daily today? Now, has price ever came from this level, came down to here, back up, and then dropped? Let's have a look. So this one came from here. We came back up to this level, and we're way above that, and then we dropped, right? But this daily only closed there. And these dailies only closed here and done exactly the same. So this tells us that this is new data. Okay, new data is being printed. So what does that mean then? Well, new data, the two things what can catch us out is fake outs and new data being printed. So when new data get printed, we've just got to wait, because price has never done this. Price has never closed here and then closed like that. Not that I can see anyway. That's one, but then he closed there. This closed here and only closed there. So you've never closed back above this level. So what does this mean? Well, is this a fake out to the upside in order to flip back bearish? I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. All we can do is go down the time frames and see if we can find some setups on a lower time frame. But at the moment, this daily can do absolutely anything. You can carry on with the weekly, or you could flip bearish and we start making our way down for the weekly to flip back to the downside. As we're only on Tuesday, we've got more than enough time to do it. But there's no targets. The next target to reach is this wick area is here. It's broke that high now. So that there, it's tapped that area now and pushing. So if we look at the lower time frames and see sort of some structure being formed in some ranges, and we start pulling back into the lower ranges, could we then take some sells expecting this daily to flip? Potentially. But probability wise, it's 50-50 whether you're going to stay bullish or whether you're going to flip bearish. It's 50-50, so you're technically guessing. So let's have a look at the lower time frame. So we've got a forward zone here, which is quite a prominent zone. Big rejection area. And the forward broke out and then flipped and then went up. Broke out, flipped. So we've now broke out above that level again. Broke above. It looks like we are just free to push. really. We have got a minor level here, and it is just a minor, which you have closed respecting, but you only pull back to this level. And let's have a look left. Is that the same level? So, yeah. Yeah. So what could this flip? Yeah, it could flip. There's an hour and a half left to this 4. If this 4 breaks out to the upside, then technically you're into buys if you wanted to take them, but you've got no bottom wick on the daily. But yeah, you could take the buys up to the next range, because you clean traffic up at that point. You clean traffic up to this level. But is the weekly going to push that far? That's the question. So is this 4 hour going to flip to the downside? That's the question. If we can see some signs of us flipping, then we can maybe get in low risk. If we do flip, we might be a high risk to reward. We closed respect on the previous one. This one's then broke out, but so did that. Let's look at the left. Doesn't give us anything. The one is still respecting. Is the one going to close back in? There's 38 minutes left of the one. 30 broke out. If we get a 30 close on this and I get a top wick with the next one, I might grab a sell with a low risk. And that would be anticipating the fake out. So the 15 and the 30 is about to close. The 15 level is here, but you broke above. Did you? Goes my hero. Okay, what's this area here? So you broke above that there, then you broke above there. So if the 15 closes above that, we wouldn't be interested. If the 15 can close like this, and I can get a top wick with a new 15, ideally breaking the highs, I'll put a sell on. I'll have a sell on. I'll have a sell on. Back down to at least this level. And this would be anticipating. But this is the thing. This is anticipation can catch it out. It can catch it out. This would be anticipating the fake out on the one. Back down. Fake out on the one. And hopefully we can get a nice pop straight through to this level. But hoping that we, and we've got a lot of hope here, unfortunately is all we've got. Hoping we don't reject from here, and this is the daily coming back down. That's what I'd be interested in. But we've got to wait. What if this 30 closes bullish though? Okay, so the 30 looks like it could come up to here. So as long as the 30 closes respecting, could we have a wing back sell from here? Stops above that. But tap, rejection, tap, rejection. This one came straight through. I'm not sure we'll get that high up. Even when you drive up, you tend to tap. No. So we know the 30 can close respecting 25929. So as long as we stay respecting this level, in. Yeah, 30, and then you drop. That be. Seven to one. Okay. This would have to be tape partial. Yeah, so this is what I'm interested in, guys, right? I'm gonna have a wing back sell here. Low risk, no more than $100. We will get back up to half a risk or 1% risk, right? But it's just the way the charts are. It's just we can't just. Luckily, these ranges are high risk to reward. I mean, it's a 7 to 1 back down to here. And imagine if the daily's going to flip. I'm not saying it's going to, but imagine if it is. If the daily's going to flip, you are literally looking at this. You are literally looking at daily flipping. Well, to be honest, you're looking at that because if the daily flips and closes bearish, that's it. If you close bearish on this daily, you are coming back down to this level, in my opinion. Okay, that alone is a 47 to 1, right? If we catch this right, but I'm not 100%. But all I know is on a low, and I've only got the 30 and the 15 ranges to go off, whereas we can reject from here. So then you've got to say, okay, well, what you're willing to risk on it? What you're willing to risk to see if you're right? Probability-wise, it's literally 50-50. It's the same as it's the same as the EU one yesterday, 50-50. I didn't lose one wink of sleep for losing $50 on a 50k account. Yeah. So, but imagine if that EU one played out. Imagine if it played out. It would have been a lovely trade. This is a similar one today. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have that. If the 15 closes bearish, if this 15 closes like this and I get a top wick, I'll have a sell stop underneath anyway. But at the moment, I've got a wing back sell from 25941. Okay. If this 15 closes like that, I'll be on the 30. Yeah, because we can reject from here. So if the 15 closes like this and I get a top wick, there goes my hero. I get a top wick to that onto the 15. I'll have a sell stop underneath. This would be our advantage point here. We'd have to go risk free there, really. We really don't want this 30 dropping. We don't want this 30 dropping.
Morning, Andre.
Morning.
Good morning, Hoogan.
Good morning.
I need to rule out that 30. Yeah, gotta have a pullback, guys. If we get the pullback, 25926. Probably been activated on a long lot side anyway. What's that? $13. That needs to be a 5 then. 15 no bottom weight, you little shit house. This might go, you guys. I don't like that now. This is probably... I don't like how the 30's closed. Could easy power up with the next 30. But as long as the 30 stays below 25920, then this wing back's valid for me. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not in on this. It's not opened up how I want it to open up. The 50, you've technically got a fake out on the 15. Yeah. You haven't closed, but it's only a tight range, so you'd need to now break below this. So I've still got this wing back on. It does look like even if you want to drive up, you do tend to tap reject to here and then carry on. Okay, so this would have to be a take partial move to break even. But if we look left to there, you can tap and drop from these ones. You've got some areas here. Where you can tap and drop. But we're trying to see if this is the daily flip. So this one's a nice one. Tap. And I believe the 30, if I change that to 30, and it would do that. See how the 30 close respecting? So that's your key. The 30 has to close respecting. So let's say this 30 comes up, activates, yeah? And then the 30 closes above here. That's your sign to get out. Okay? If you close respecting, then you can just hold at least down to these levels. But you're hoping that you are hoping that this is the daily going to flip, which is an option still. It is an option still, but it might not because the weekly is so bullish. Okay. What happens if the hour closes back below here? Could we take a sell? Yeah, we could probably take a sell below here. If the hour closes below here, we're looking at this level. You get an hour close back in, you get a top wick, and then you pop through before the flip. So we could take the sells down on the hour. Another hour straight through. Came straight through here. Hour straight through. This hour only came to here. So we might have to mark this up maybe. Maybe go risk free around there. Off the hour. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. If the hour closes below, sells below, can't take buys up until the daily. It was until the daily closes above here. Can't take buys up. This is the thing. We're trying to see if this daily is just a reach up, break the highs in order to flip, because the previous daily technically hasn't broke above this level or this level. Yeah. So are we going to see a flip on this daily today? That's what we're trying to grab technically. Okay. So that's what we've got on NAS. So that's below or closure. 24 minutes left of this. I can easily see this 30 flipping back to the upside and giving it a big push, which would probably happen with the next 15 if it's going to do it. Okay. See. He stops. Let's sort this wing back out, guys. But yeah, I like this wing back. I do. I like it. I like it, mate. Are we getting on, Andre?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Yeah, you got anything today?
I'm in a gold trade from yesterday.
Ooh,
My
going well.
normal strategy where I made some adjustments to, so they might run a bit longer now. It could be bigger stops, but it could then run longer, but it should be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm close-ish to TP.
Nice.
I don't know how many picks away. Not too far off. It will get there soon. That'll be nice. That'll be the first trade of the month, and that'll be TP. So.
Nice. Very nice.
That'll be it's taken on my lives. That's awesome. And I passed phase one, another one.
Nice.
Technically yesterday, but I needed one more trading day. So that was a good one. It was actually, I actually started doing the original nailer again.
Yeah.
You know, it's because Jordan does that over in his new setup thing
Yeah.
that he's got. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Actually, I've always liked that candle because I got funded on it the first time around. So, excuse me. So I'm quite fond of the NAS candle that ends now at 9 your time.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, let me look into that one again, and he's got some additional I think rules now and things like that, and now we aim for 2-to-1 RR things like that. So I got a challenge for it, and then we had a we had a bit of a loss on Friday, I think. Or Monday. Yeah, that's it. Today's Tuesday, so on Friday, yeah. Yesterday took the trade, but we actually we were a bit confused. We should have taken it, but
Yeah.
I like the buys anyway. So there's the sell when it stop loss, and then the buys activated, and I really liked it. So I extended my TP to the top of the Asia. So it was just over 4-to-1. and risk 2% per trade. And then plus, while I was in the trade as well, there was then also a breakout trade as well, using kind of the Nate's style. So I took that all with another percent. So yeah, so it was really good day yesterday. I think I was like 9% or something.
Fantastic.
Nice.
On the day. Actually, no, actually it's more than that. So it was it was a really good day. So and then I just needed to do a little trade this morning to complete the 4 days. So
Well in, man.
so yeah.
We just need to get out of these ranges. These ranges are awful for me. Don't like these ranges.
No. No.
Yeah, we had 2 losses yesterday. I mean, it was only $150 on a 50k account, which is fuck all, but why is that? 150. That's only come up 156. Why is that? What's that there? Oh, that's why. Minus 50. Yes, Grace. What we like. Yeah, so we took 2 losses yesterday on EU. It was just nothing for us. It was literally 50-50 in the trades. We were just low risk. If they played out, though, it would have been beautiful because it was really high risk to reward. So it was worth putting on. But just didn't play out, Andre, unfortunately.
Yeah, it just doesn't always work, does it?
Not always, man. But yeah, we EU, man, is struggling. They've all had this big pump. All of them have had this random sort of peak out, and then you've got a big drop. So then you've got no ranges in them. It's just a simple up and down. That's what's happened. So you've got nothing to go off. So you either need to come back to break the lows, or you need more data to print to sort of create some ranges within that area. And then you've got sort of zones to go off then. At the moment we haven't. We have we're a bit all over the place, fortunately. But we just gotta stay disciplined. Stay disciplined.
That's all you can do.
We've got to wait, Met. I'm not liking EU at all. Now that big drop. And then gold. What do we have on gold? That's it. We had the 2 hour. So I've got gold coming up to this level, Andreas. I don't know where your TP is. I've got it at 5008.
Yeah, my TP is 5993. So
Yeah.
so I can extend it. You say? Is that what you're saying?
What did he say?
5903.
Oh, that's
No, 599. No, sorry, 5. Was it 5993? Yeah. So
Oh, you're right up here.
Yeah.
You're right up here, aren't you? Yeah.
No.
Are you right up here?
No, 4993. I need another coffee. 4993.
Well, 5.
So it's just below.
4953.
No, 4993. 4
Right, yeah, you're off this next level, aren't you? Here. 4, nah, yeah, about there basically. Yeah, so this is what I would. Yeah. Well, no, he's right because yes, I've got price coming up to 5008, but what do I want to see first? Bottom wick. I need a bottom wick to get in. I can't get in until. This is why I've got an alert here, Andre, because at any point this 2 hour can flip to the downside to create a bottom wick. So
4, that's fine. It's still like my entry was at 4628.
oh, you're absolutely fine. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, you've got a chance to get out as well. This is the thing.
So and my stop loss was there at the bottom of the wicks there, all the way to the bottom.
Down here.
Yeah.
Oh, you sound.
Like
So
595.
Yeah, so it's my stop was like 4402, so I've got plenty of space.
And what was this off? Was this off the Naylor?
No, this is another one, mate. This is trading the London Open, the second 30-minute candle, which is basically the one now. printing now between 8:30 your time and 9, and then I trade the retest of that zone.
Right.
And you
So-
put this on yesterday.
So when you break out, you mean?
Say again.
So when you break out, you retest the zone.
So,
and
so yeah, exactly. So the trade only gets placed once a breakout occurs.
then,
Then he places a trade at the middle of the zone. So yeah, so that little bearish candle next to it,
that.
that one, yeah. So the entry is at 50% of that candle.
Ooh.
Yeah. So once you have the breakout, the one next to it, actually my bot waits for is the confirmation. So second candle that opens and closes outside the zone. So that one.
That one.
Once that one is formed and closes,
Yeah.
then it places a buy or a sell depending on the direction. And then the stop loss. So that's the new settings I tested with the bot. So previously it would have maybe put the stop loss just below the candle before that zone, which would have been fine in this case. And then we would have actually no, the one before the zone was formed.
Oh, this
The
one.
one to the left.
That
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so it would have placed it there, which would have been fine in this case.
Mm.
And then would have been TP long ago already. But then I ran some tests on the bot and found okay, well, I get better results if I look further back for swing lows.
Mm.
So then I placed it at the bottom of that zone. Sorry, at the bottom of Asia, which was there.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it just means the trade runs longer.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't mind that.
but then I did place a second trade on one of my challenges on a fib level, that which the entry was basically the same, very similar to what it was, and I had much more aggressive stops on that one, and yeah, that one hit TP really quickly. I took that one on the challenge that I basically passed bait on.
Yeah. Because
So,
that's how I used to use my fibs. It's in the 50 zone. You've had a railroad. You've had some price action. There.
yeah, it was pretty much there. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much there.
No, I get you. I get you. I get you. Nice. Nice, man.
I'm just gonna let my dog out before.
Yeah, no way. No. He broke above. Not what you can do on goal until I get a pullback. I'm not willing to get in on that. Okay, NAS, EU we're not touching. XRP, what are you doing? Come on down. I need XRP to come and tap 1.27. And I'm stacking up. I have got a limit order on oil. I have got a limit order here with stops the low. Okay, that's what I have got. Because the monthly close heavily bullish. This is a swing trade though. Don't put this on if you can. Do swing trades. Tap, and I can see it's actually pushing out through this wedge now. Just because we've created some structure. So we will see. We will see. But I've got to look at the weekly and the daily for this. So it might get cancelled depending on how the weekly and the daily close. But yeah, we're looking at NAS. And I'm not sure this hour's going to close below, you know. I don't think it will. But if it does, we get a pullback, we'll jump on it. 11 minutes left. So if the hour closes below here and I get a pullback, at least sort of around 50%, then we'll have a sell stop underneath. This would be our goal risk free. We're looking to come to here at least, but we're trying to see if this is the move down for the daily to flip. If it's going to flip. This is what's difficult with today. We're sort of like, it's 50-50 whether we're going to carry on because the weekly's bullish or the daily's going to flip. It's 50-50. But what we're doing is we're sort of putting ambushes in place to see if we can grab it, if it is going to do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
hovering between two
yeah.
ranges is difficult.
Yeah. Well, the daily's still respecting technically. The weekly's still respecting technically. But you've got liquidity to break out now on this weekly candle, which you might get caught out with to the upside. So the daily might not even flip. But if we can grab a trade similar to this, all I know is when the hour closes back in, 100% of the time you come and tap at least this level. 100% of the time. But it hasn't happened that much. So probability wise it's quite low. Hour close through, hour close through. This hour came all the way back to here. I am interested in this wing back though. I won't lie, Dan. I'll tell you what could happen. But actually no, I can't because we came from these levels. But look how the 1 hour closed below and then the next hour came up to there. Nearly tapped our wing back. If this hour close is respecting this, then we've got to be careful. We're probably going to be looking to push up. As long as this hour doesn't come down to this level, come on. So we've got 9 minutes left. So get this set up. We're going to wait for a pull. The more this pushes, the smaller the pullback technically. So if we close like this, we only need a pullback to there. Yeah, I would like a pullback to that. If the hour closes like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like geezer, Ebenezer.
I know what you mean.
Cheeser, Weezer. Oh, gosh. I went to the gym yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? And I tell you what, I was flinging bloody weights about like rag dolls. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
Them 2-pounders.
them 2-pounders getting flung about left, right, in Portsmouth. No, I just matched the weights really. Matched the weights. I've been in the gym since the army. Do you know what it is? I hammered the gym when I was in the army, and it's just I just find them boring.
I don't like the gym.
I've got to have a goal. Yeah, but anyway, the gym's nice and clean now. All the mirrors are washed down and mopped and that. So, yeah, I've done a good job.
Swimming. It's the only thing I really enjoy.
Yeah, I like a bit of swimming. There's no pools around here what are like decent.
Mm.
You've got little leisure centres and that, but you've got like it's just full of young kids, snot and floating about and that. You know.
Well, that's what you got to find something to train for. Otherwise, the gym is quite boring.
Yeah.
And health just doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You
Good
need to
Dan.
find your.
Dan
you
always
need
brings you back to earth, doesn't he? Like, bloody hell. Yeah, you know, having a potential heart attack just doesn't cut it, does it? You know,
It doesn't. It doesn't. Extending one's lifespan it's just nah.
not for
Right,
me.
we're all different in what motivates us. You know, I definitely need kind of a goal. Something.
Yeah,
So,
I do. And I think with them high rocks is what you do. I think I'm going to book on one. Either high rocks or even just something like a bit like
mate, there's so many of these types of events around.
Yeah.
That you can find anything. There's so many of them now. High rocks is like a fucking cult now. I mean, I love it, but there's some people that really they are so cultish about it.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't really care. It's like, you know, anything that gets people active. I think is good. But it's what I like about it as well. You know, so we're now planning to go to Berlin in May. So we booked a hotel. We don't know if we have tickets yet for the event because it's not released yet. If we get tickets, awesome. If not, then okay, then we just go to Berlin. So we do this now to kind of to travel, get away a bit as well. And,
yeah.
You know, so it's I really enjoy it for that side of things.
Spend some time.
Plus in the health side, but saying that we haven't been able to train at all. I'm so not ready for the one.
It's overrated training anyway, Andre. Overrated.
Yeah.
Just go straight into it. Well, yeah, that's what I'd like. I'd like going away, just you know, different places. You're there for a reason.
Yeah.
Get to spend a bit of time together.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what, if we're right with this daily today, and this daily does flip, Have you seen what we could potentially get, Andre, if this daily is going to flip? Especially, so I've got a wing back sell on, right?
Yeah.
But it's like low probability. Well, it's like 50-50 technically. It's a bit like yesterday. But if we're right and the daily's going to flip, we literally could be looking at a 41-1 if we get activated in the day.
Yeah.
If we get activated and this daily flips bearish, that's it. The probability of massively goes up to come back down to this area on the daily. Because if the weekly's going to break out and keep pushing, you wouldn't close bearish on this daily. You'd break out of this zone now because you've now got the liquidity from the downside to do it. On this one, this was from last week. So you've got the liquidity to do it. So I can't really see if this daily does flip. I can't really see it coming back up. I think you're coming back down. So it's going to be interesting. I don't like this 1 hour. This 1 hour is taking my advantage point away. Stop it. Stop it. I've got to have a pullback here, guys. What's this here? Just mark this up. There is an area where the 15, if you close respecting, you could come back to this level. If you close respecting, you could see this getting tapped again. That would be our pullback needed. Or then the pop through. Yeah, look. Tap, back up. Would we put a wing back on? If we get a close below, we might only pull back to here on the 15, which this is the last 15. So if the 15 closes below and we get a pullback to 25873, I'll have a sell stop on to come through, hoping we'll drive through, but we might not. We might just come and tap this level. Stops would only need to be tight, really, for me. I know where all these lines are, guys. If we close respect on the 15, we're likely going to pull back to 25889, where we could potentially get a sell stop, a sell limit on, but you could easily fake out on the 1 back up to this level. So it's a bit of a tricky one. So there's the pullback. So that would be our pullback needed here. Let's get rid of this line. If the 15 close respecting, we're expecting a pullback to this at least, and then maybe come through. But you run the risk of faking out with the new 1. Yeah. But if you do pull back, maybe don't take this and put the sell stop underneath the hour. If you do flip, that means if you are going to fake out, you're not activated in. Let me have a look left, because if the 15's close back above this level, which they don't seem to do, 15, actually this one does. Okay, if the 15 closes above that, we could maybe look to get out. If this 15 closes below this level, we only need to pull back to this to get a sell stop underneath. So this is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. Okay, he's the 1 now, so see what price does. So the 1's obviously breaking back into that zone. So I need to pull back at least to 25873. And what your stops would be? Yeah, my stops would be here. Be my stops. It's a bit of a 1-to-1 though. It's not the best, but what it is, we're trying to catch the daily. If this is the daily, that's what it is. That's what we're looking at, catching the daily. So this would be our go risk-free at least. You can take partial if you want, but I don't think it'd be worth it. 15. Let's see how this 3. So it's closed below. Let's see if we can get a pullback. We can get a pullback to this. I'll have a sell stop underneath. Let me just confirm this zone. Yeah. Okay, we pulled back, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have a sell stop. Yes, I am gonna have a sell stop. I might even take a sell stop. Even take a wing back sell here. So I'll use the same lot as the sell stop. So work out your sell stop. Sell stop. Work out what your risk is going to be. But fast enough. And then use the same lot on the wing back. 2, 5, 0, 3. Got $150 risk on it. I don't know whether I like that. I'm going to lower that. Delete it. This will be 3. Okay, so if we tap this, I'm going to take an entry. Back sells. I'm happy with the risk. I'm using the same lot as what I've got on here. I'm risking $100. Stop. 5, 2, 5, 9, 4, 0, 9. Let's see what the 5 does. Can we put a bit more? Just a bit more. Just a bit more, my mate.
How was it?
5. Come on. Get up there. Nearly there. Remember, this could be a fake out. Okay, I am in for a sell now. Okay, I'm in for a sell. My stop's at 25903. If we push straight through, it's only $50 risk, this one, but I've still got this sell stop underneath. I'm expecting a flip basically. 2503. Numbers are massively out. So it'll be $150 risk altogether. I've still got the sell stop on. We've had the pullback needed. Lovely entry. Okay, we're going straight into profit. And remember, our target could be further down, really. Could be right down here. But we'll just do that for now, which is a just shy of a 5, 4.5 to 1. So I'm expecting price to flip. That's it. Off the hour, because the hour's broke out. We've had the pullback. Can this hour flip and come through to take partial move to break even? That is my trade. In profit nicely. $30 up, risking $50, so very low risk. My get out of this is, what did I say? If the 15 closes above the entry, that's where I'm looking to get out. Okay, that's my get out. If the 15 closes above the entry, but price can do anything now. If we look left, the hours close back in. We can close bullish here on the 15 before the move through, right? So it took 15, 30, 45. It took 1 hour to get through to this one. Even here, you had 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour 15, 1 hour 30, 1 hour 45. It took 2 hours to get through on this one. So this might not happen straight away. I hope it does. But remember, the bigger idea is, let's say this daily is going to flip now, and this is the area it's going to flip from, and we don't get stopped. Then this entry will be really, really nice if this 4 can flip back down. There's 1 hour left of this 4. What did the 4 do though? What did the 4 do? Which is the 3 close. There's now a left of the 3. To close respecting. Could we see it? So we're expecting a drop on this too, down to at least 25860 within the next hour. Okay. So if we come up and it stops, probably looks like we're probably going to fake out on the 1. And if we close back above here, then it looks like we're coming higher up. But technically this 1 should flip. We're very low risk because probability wise, it's 50-50, guys. People say Forex is just gambling. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But you don't want a high risk on this, right? You don't want to, because the actual trade on this one is that hour, the hour sell stop underneath. That's the actual trade. This would just be a second entry. Right? This is our lower risk. This would just be a second entry if you needed it. But obviously we don't. It's just because we pull back first. I'm happy to put $50 on it to see if it is the actual move. But yeah, so as long as the 15 does not close above this, then we should be good. Okay. We should be good. If it does, then we're looking to get out. God, my pecs are hurting from all that mopping in the gym. Hard, you know, mopping up. The technique you've got to do with the mop, like, it's quite hard.
The workout in itself.
Oh, God. But yeah, we can mess about here. If we look at the times where we've closed respect, this looks like it's closed below, right? For me. So technically this 15 should flip. But if it closes bullish, then it probably tells you that it's closed respecting, because that's why we've closed bullish. But what you look at left is you do tend to, when you close respecting there, it's not a straight pop through. So you close respecting there, and you close respecting there. This one pulls back to here, and this one pulls back to here. And then the 15 close respecting there, and then we start to come through. This 15 close respecting here on our entry, and then you start to come through. So this is what I'm saying. If the 15, we need the 15 to close respecting this level, and we're still valid. If we close above, yes, you might still play out. I mean, this 15 did, but this is when we first came up. I mean, with it being low risk, you might decide just to keep it on. What's this one doing? Yeah, I mean, this 15 broke out. Maybe if we do this, if we close above that on the 15, if we close above this, we'll look to get out. If we close respecting, we'll hold. But this 15 can easily close like this, right? This is part of it. So when you're thinking, oh, we're in drawdown, you can't panic, because that's what price has done prior. You know it can do that. It's part of it. What I do know, though, what's nice is, I know the 5's got no bottom wick, and there's a bit of a gap here. See that gap? Bit of a gap here as well. So there's nice reasons to come back down. So yeah, I like it.
I like it.
I like it a lot. You're gonna have to go risk free here though, which might not be much profit, but you've got to go risk free. But you could easily tap and then come back up. Okay, but obviously you know the reason why we're in. We're trying to see if we're going to get this drop. And my full TP is actually down in these levels. It's off the daily. Let's me show you. Our full TP is literally, it's going to be down here. That's what I'm after. That is what I'm after. But I would definitely take probably 90% out round here. And then if you leave 10% in, you've got more than enough to still grab some lovely profit. That makes sense. Because we could just do this, tap, and then drive. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lovely 5 close. See that 5 close? Are we going to get activated on the sell stop? So the risk I've got on this sell stop is $100. $100 on this, and I've got $50 on this. If I get a top wick on this 5 and then I flip back bearish, we might as well go risk free on this one. I have to wait for the 15 to close actually, which is one last 5-minute candle left of the 15. Let's see if this 15 can flip. Did you see the thing about my FF? My Forex funds?
No.
Coming back.
Yeah.
I had a 100k account with them live. I'm hoping they turn round and go, right, everyone who had a live account with us, you're going to get it all back.
Opium.
Yeah. We love a bit of opium, don't we? Don't we, Dan? We love a bit of opium.
Let's all. One of it.
Hope we're not just coming down for this bottom wick on the 5. No top wick on this 5. What we could do is potentially delete, wait for a 5 close below and market execute, because this 5 can easily tap, flip. This is what I'm going to do with my sell stop. I'm going to have it underneath the 5 body. See if we can come straight through though. It'd be nice if we come straight through. Look at that rejection there. Wow. We're up $36. Buy me lunch. Pay for my lunch today. Berserker, how are you doing, buddy? I've killed you a few times, haven't I? It's all fun, mate. It's all fun. So, can we get activated on the 15? Is the 15 going to flip down? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Andre. Has he gone?
No, he's there. He's just being ignored.
Oh, he'd be in a headlock off one of the kids or something. He'd be like in an arm bar something off one of the kids. Trying to reach the mouse to unmute to see he's still here. But the kids have got him in a leg lock.
I need a shade. Well, I am in.
Are you in, Met? Yes, I am in too. Am I in? Yes, I am in as well, guys. So we're in on 2 positions here. That's what we've got. We're in. Can we come straight through? I'm on the hour. The only thing I was a bit wary of is it's 5 tapping and flipping. So we really don't. We ideally want this 5 to close below this level. We should be good. But yeah, we're in for a second entry. Now we've got 2 entries on this.
It'll be 2 minutes, man.
No worries, mate. No worries, mate. Oh, nice. 5 close below, 15 close below. Can we get a top wick? Is this the 30? This is not the 30. More than enough time to fly down. Can we get a top wick and then just keep driving? Oh. I want a 50% wick fill. And then when we flip back down, I'll go risk-free on this first one. 5 broke out to the downside. Here we go. 1 hour broke back into the zone. Now it's at its top wick. 30 is going to close in 14 minutes. Let's have a look at the 30 actually. Yeah, so the 30s are similar really. 30 closed below this level. Then we got a top wick to 25882. So we might pull back to 25882 before pushing through. At the pullback needed. At the wing back. Right, I'm gonna go make a brew. I think I'm gonna go make a latte.
Alright.
I will be back shortly. We can pull back to 2885, guys, before pushing through. So we can actually pull back. We want a 50% wick fill anyway. So if we can come and retap this zone, fantastic. Up with a new 30 and then a flip. Tell you what though, might even have another sell stop underneath. Because if you do flip this pullback, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a brew, guys. Be back in a sec.
I have returned.
Oh my god. Get the heating on. Is it a 2? Oh my god. Freezing, windy, cold, raining.
We've had non-stop wind.
Yeah, we've had
plus
a lot of
then,
wind.
You know, minus temperatures. So it feels like yesterday was felt like minus 18. Same today. It's just unpleasant.
Yeah. Mr. Watson, how the devil?
I think we've got snow forecast for.
Yeah, I think we're meant to get end of the week or something.
I've had enough. Honestly, I've had enough of the cold weather. It's because in my house we've got storage heaters. And they're a pain in the ass, man. Like, you just can't get it warm. Can't get it warm.
The shite. And they're expensive.
Oh, very, man. I pay £400 a month on electric, me. And that is, I mean, we are all electric, to be fair. So everything's electric. We have no gas. £400 a month. I remember when electric used to be £70 and gas was £70.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh, it's like.
Well, my house is all electric.
Is
no
it?
gas. And I'm not even in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Not like you in Wales.
I know, mate. I live in a cave, don't I?
Right. A cold, dank cave.
That's why I'm a caveman. Got my dreads back in, Dan.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, who did that for you?
The missus actually done it.
Aye.
She's done it all right. I mean, she's not finished it, so I mean they take ages, right? So, we've started it, but they look decent. But they needs to get in the frizz, get the frizz in there. We're flipped again now on the 15, so we're dropping. We're up, $62 at the moment. But yeah, so she's trimmed them as well, and the dreads are synthetic at the start, which it's what you've got to do really. Get synthetic and then it grows into your hair. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're pushing through. We're up $80. Is this the drive now? I think the 5. We need that 5 to close bearish. If this 5 can stay bearish below this level, fantastic. We should do because the previous 5 did. So we should get a nice. We broke the low now. So as long as this 5 can stay bearish, then yeah, we should be all good.
All good.
Oh, good. There we go. We're up $100. 15's flipped nicely. This would be the hour flipping nicely. Where can this hour go, you ask? Right? This 1 hour it can really drive down, but you might just tap this level here. Might just tap this level and then come back up. This is the issue you've got. But yeah, you could get a clean pop through as well. So it's like, what do you do at that point? Oh, he's a nice pop. Okay, lovely. $112 up. Can we get a little pop down? Oh. Okay, I'm going to go risk-free on the first entry. You might as well. I'm going to take profit now. Okay, so I've took some profit. $20. What did we take? I'm going to move my stop to. Where am I moving my stop to? I haven't took any profit from the first entry yet, right? Because it's low risk, that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my stop above this 15 here, right? So if this hit stops, it would be minus $26 here. So the risk I've got on here is $26. Bear in mind, I've just took $73 out. So we're still in profit. But I just want to see, I want to give it a bit of breathing space to see if we can get this pop through. Okay. But I've not took profit from this first one. Remember, we were low risk on this, so there's not much on it anyway. I mean, that one's currently up. Yeah, it's only up like $20 at the moment. So, but this is my long one. I want to see if this daily, if we can catch the daily, fantastic. So yeah, lovely trade, guys. We're in. Can we drive down? That's the question. Can we drive down? Go to daily time frames. $240. Okay. Just a case of, can we not get stopped at break even? That's it. 30's flip lovely. Look at the 30. Wow. Lovely flippage. Lovely flippage. So you can take another partial here. Maybe take, you can, I'd probably recommend taking quite a lot out, because it is an area where you can tap and reject from anywhere before the drive down. Same again here, you can tap, reject. So I will be taking quite a bit out there. And then you've got such a big drop, I would literally just move the rest, the TP, literally, right, get off from the daily. This was a low risk trade again. Low risk trade, so that's what I'm saying. There's not much profit with it, because it's a high risk, potentially high risk to reward. It's all I'm willing to risk on it, unfortunately, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, you can risk whatever you want to risk. Especially if you took that first one, that would have been beautiful. Lovely entry. We drive down without getting disturbed. Okay, lovely 15 close now, but we didn't break this low. We need to break below this level, if possible. Which I can actually see a clean drop down, believe it or not. You're still in, Dan?
I am.
You didn't get in a bit later, did you? And put you know, gone to risk free too early.
Oh, I've closed. No.
Did you get in on that one, that wing back?
No. Not in on the sell stop.
Okay, why didn't you want to do that wing back, if you don't mind me asking?
It all happened too quick.
Oh.
I hadn't figured out these stops for.
Yeah, that was it. It was a bit quick, like.
So I'm okay with it because this is going to play out.
It is. Well, it has technically. I mean, that tape parcel area, not quite hit my line, but originally my line was there, so it technically did hit. But yeah, you should be fine.
I'm risking 0.3%.
0.3%.
So of a 10k. So it's small, very small.
Very small.
30 quid. So profits are small, with the potential of being large.
Yeah. It's just these ranges are difficult. Like I won't lie, it's pretty difficult. And this is where like people who trade certain candles, a bit like the nailer, it's good when times like this and you're just going off one candle. You know, the same candle every day. It's ideal for them type of traders. When you're hitting all-time highs and that. But when it zones, it's not ideal for us.
Yeah, it's not.
So I don't actually think prices came to here and rejected right back up. What you tend to do is you close here like we did, and then we pulled back to that area there and we came back down for another tap. So could we maybe get another entry on here, where we at now, which is basically the entry of the second trade. Put another trade on? Probably not. If the 15 closes back above here, guys, I'm looking to get out of this. Right. It shouldn't do. So as long as this 15 doesn't fake out. Oh, I do like that. Please don't go. Please don't go. Didn't tap this level though, did it? Don't go. Don't walk out that door. Please don't go. Don't go. Can we flip? There is another potential entry you could potentially take, but it is the entry of the sell stop. This is just a break and retest, that's all it is. the one looks. Looks nice. There's the retest. Alright. Bit winner. Trying to see if we can get some more. It's tough getting more entries on because this is an area you can reject from. Here. And then this is an area you can reject from. How's gold looking? Oh, look at gold now. 2 is flipping. What did we say about the 2, Dan? What did I say about the 2? We can't take buys up until I get a bottom wick. Look at that. Look at that flipping. 23 minutes left of it. The 1 closed bearish. Is this a 2 coming back down? Does that mean the 2 is going to close bearish then? 23 minutes left. If it closes bearish, what does that mean? You've got no levels. The only level you've got is this. And it didn't actually close right at. Oh, NAS is flipped. Lovely. Come on, baby. Come on. I don't know. It's a 5 on it. 30. Maybe not. Did on my 15. My MT4's flipped on the 15. What just hasn't on trading view? Three. How can we get another trade on this? The 2 hours gonna close. Let's have a look what the 2 does. So the 2 can close respecting here, and then the next 2 can easily flip bullish. That's all we've got. That's the only date we've got. That's dreadful. No, it's not. Okay, 2 closes, you open up, you pop down. 2 closes, new 2. You don't know if that pulls back first or pops down. 2, next 2 pops down. This is another area to take some profit. Depending on where this 2 closes. If this 2 can close at the 25847, it's 50-50 whether the new candle pops straight down or pops straight back up. It's 50-50. So it's going to be very interesting where this 2 closes. 20 minutes left of it. If this 2 can get down to here, like this 2 did. 20 minutes left. Ooh, are you going to drive here? It's struggling. It is struggling. 5 close, bearish. So that's a break retest. Get the 5 close bearish because the next 5 start popping down then. It's a nice 5 close. We're still up $50 here. Low risk. This very low risk. And we took $70 odd out of it already. 10 to 10. Oh, do you know what? I haven't got my tunes on. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of you only come here for the tunes. Oh, wonder I've got no YouTube viewers. Yeah. It's a bloody tunes, wasn't it? There's 5, come there's 5 here. Don't wanna jump no more.
Well, the good thing is I've moved my stock into profit on my gold trade. Nice. So that's about $460 profit to account.
Move there. Move there.
On my gold trade. It's still inching up towards the Yeah, January was a funny month, wasn't it?
Yeah.
January, I had a great one in the end.
No, it's kind of weird. I did flip. I ended up being up, but my last 2 weeks ago was just really shit. I think it was more me mentally,
Yeah.
Today's the first day where both my kids are back at daycare, but I think I'll probably go fetch the one soonish, depending on how she is, so it's just been really, really hard to focus and stuff. But luckily, the trades, like in gold trade stuff, I didn't really sit in front of the chart for that. It just places it and stuff, and I just check and I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But I think I've been frustrated with the futures because for those trades, you need to sit a bit and okay, it's a breakup now. Cool, I need to enter here, there, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And so I made some stupid mistakes there, and I blew my one combine last night. My one funded, I think only got one in the future. That one was down as well, but then I got it back again. So I ended up actually, the month was good. But I look at my stuff. It was just mentally, it was just really shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think just everyone's getting back, obviously from holiday, and they can be all over the place.
Yeah.
I find you do get some big pushes. I mean, we had some great risk reward ones.
Oh, yeah, some lovely ones there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was up over 4%.
Yeah.
So that was nice. This is 5 gonna flip a lot.
No. You run out of time, 5. You run out of time. Yeah, sold.
Do 5 but no bottom. Need a bottom width on the front. 15's still respecting. So the 15 hasn't brought back above it. But we are bullish, so what's this 15 going to do now? I mean, this one closed bullish and the next 15 just pop back up. But is the 30 going to stay bullish? That's the question. If the 30 is going to stay bullish, that means, well, the hour can still be bearish if the 30 closes bullish. Which we know the hour can do that. But I would imagine the body of the candles will have to come down to here. That's what I would expect. Really. That's what I would have expected. Come on, break them lows. Dump it. Dump it. Three minutes left to the 5. The 5 can do anything still. You got a bearish 3 now. Little top wick. Just a little one. Just a little one. See, we didn't quite tap this level, which I'm very surprised at. So I'm hoping that this is the come down to tap, at least, for the 2 hour closes. That is the idea.
Just I'm just having a look at the futures chat between Nate and John.
John Mears.
Yeah. So he's saying you're gonna have to quit trading because it's not working. So Nate's obviously just given the normal chat we've all given him. It's just like stock mixing strategies, don't overtrade. Sit on your hands. Yeah, I am. Well, I have been over trading probably a little bit. It's like, well, there you go. You know what you're doing wrong. You're just not stopping yourself until you get to the point where you're just like, I'm just gonna quit. Like, well, I think you might have to if you're not gonna make the changes.
If you're not learning from your mistakes.
Well, this is it, and people can only say what you need to be doing, what's worked for them.
Yeah.
So much. So, like I say, if you're not gonna take it and use it, then it's nobody's fault but your own. So, yeah. It's funny, because over the last couple of years, it's been different strategies, and it's the strategy's fault, and it's like, well, it's not, because it's been proven to work, but you have to adapt that to yourself and what you do. If you can't, then it's not going to work. So, but he's jumping from loads of different strategies, and I know you have to do that in some instances to find.
No, well, in the beginning you have to do that to find what you like, what really right, and then in the end you end up having kind of one, but you incorporate maybe some parts of other ones, and then find what works for you.
Yeah.
But if you just keep, and I think that's also the hard thing sometimes with this course is, you see people starting to smash it, and you're like, fuck. I mean, I remember, I know I was like that in the Olympus, but sometimes like you see people smashing it, you're like, oh fuck, I want to do it as well, and then you don't, and you get frustrated and stuff like that. And then you keep looking for those big ones, like you said now as well. Yeah, just catch the right one. Well, yeah, that does happen. You catch those big ones like you guys did last week. That does happen, but you can't bank on that.
No,
You need the small boring ones to build your account.
Yeah, that's it.
He struggled just to sit on his hands really.
Yeah.
He would come on our stream and grab a beautiful
He
trade.
wants money.
That's
So
what it is.
as you know, Andres just said, every now and again you get these flyers which are fucking brilliant, and they can make you a decent bit of profit. But it's not always like that, and I think that's the mentality that he has. Is he wants big trades all the time. And I mean, he's never admitted it, but if you're then looking at smaller trades but still want the same sort of relative outcome of a lot of money, you're going to be over leveraging.
I mean, just look at the philosophy of this one make stretch, whatever. $200 a day.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually really easy to do. But what's hard is sticking to it. You know, because you're like, oh, but the target is there, but I'm going here, right, but $200, that's underneath it. Okay, I'm just going to extend it to there. And then he goes and he turns around, hits your stop, and like, you know? And I'm guilty of it. You know, it can be hard. But if you're not really to sit down with yourself and really like, hey, stop doing this shit, and log it, and log your trades, you know, all of them, and then look at the mess that you create sometimes. Yeah, okay. You know, make a comment on it. Okay, why did I take this one? So, do your link to TradingView. What did I see at the time? That kind of thing. You know, this is not, to be fair, this is not the first year that I actually started to do this now. Logging all my trades. January was the first month where I did it ever.
Yeah.
And what's the entry you use? Okay, are you using multiple strategies? Which strategies can you combine? Or can't you at all? You know, yeah. But we're all telling the same thing.
Yeah. But this is the thing, you can only tell people what's worked for you.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then it might not work for them. But unfortunately, that's the only information you can go on. It's for them to really work out if it works for them.
They have to adapt. They have to try. They have to adapt. What they know is the right thing to be doing. If someone's telling you not to over leverage, not to over trade, to sit on your hands and wait for the setups that you know you're looking for, then do it. Because it clearly works.
Yeah. But this is why 99.9% of traders do not make it. Because
we are in the 0.1% out of it. 0.01, whatever.
1 to 3% a day is all you need. 1 to 3% a month.
I was going to say, Jesus, dude.
Yeah. 1 to 3% a month. You making that nearly every month, you're in the top 1% of traders in the world. But think about that. But just because you're making that doesn't mean you're rich, because you've got to build up your capital. So, yeah, I get it. It's tough. It's fucking tough. It is hard. But do you want it enough? That's it. You've got to be relentless. You've got to be relentless. But someone should make a business called relentless. Crazy.
still think that's a really good idea. We need to have a look into doing that. Get a community together.
Come on, NAS. I fucking got to the
Oh,
floor.
it's messing about, isn't it? Oh, but you definitely would have been stopped if we went risk-free here. So, we're still in.
I ended off the melee approach. I didn't take the buys. Didn't like it. So I only put the sells on, which is good, but that would stop me otherwise.
There we go, coming out the top of this area now. We're going to pop through though, the 2's going to close in 5 minutes. Is that the 4 as well? Oh,
There's 3 as well. 2 and 3 is closing.
yeah.
And the 4. And the 6. Old school.
Yeah, no. We need the 4 to close below this level, otherwise the new 4 can just pop straight back up. We ideally need a 4 closing below 25844. 3 minutes left of it. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Come on, mate!
Yeah, no, yeah.
Push! Go push!
Like TikTok, thanks for joining. Boo you, thanks for joining, mate. Head over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. You'll see the pairs I'm trading. Be back on tomorrow at 8 AM. TikTok, I'm going to close it down. I'll catch you later.
Later is TikTok.
TikTok, motherfucker!
Join school.
Go do drugs.
To YouTube. How much have you made on TikTok today? $400?
Nothing today.
Oh,
Nothing to, I know. What a waste. Listen, I'll be back in a second. I just need to take this phone call. Yeah, I've left this on now. If I hit stops, I hit stops. But hopefully we can get a pop down. I'll be back shortly.
it'll be TP when you come back.
Yes. Yes, that'll be nice.
That would be very nice. I need it. I definitely need it.
Yeah, man.
So,
3 now, -4. Yeah.
right, it's what am I now? 5.2% down.
Okay, yeah. And that's on the verification, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It is not impossible.
It's not.
Uh,
Again, I think it's what we've just been talking about. I need to sit down and I need to go through me, what I'm doing, and figure out what it is I'm doing differently from the first phase to the second phase. And again, it's probably more still like I'm wanting more because it's gone wrong. I'm in a position now where I'm just like, right, I need to make it back. So, like, I mean, I put a gold trade on yesterday, but
Yeah.
on this 10k account, even if I try and lower my lots, the way that it's going at the minute on gold, is what we were talking about with it. Like, my normal stop losses just aren't cutting it anymore.
Yeah.
So I've got to go the lowest I possibly can, which is 0.01 of a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
So I can't take any partials. I can't
Yeah.
go any lower than that.
Yeah.
So yesterday I put a gold trade on and it went to about 80 quid.
Yeah.
And so I moved to break even. And I should have really either just closed or just shifted further and trailed me stop.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I just left it at break even. And it
What's happening?
got to be at break even. So that would have covered the losses we made yesterday. And it's things like that when I'm in better trades, I'll trail me stops, or I'll take partials and then I'll get stopped out. So I'm not utilizing the trade properly. I think that's what's affecting me at the minute, and that's something that the experience and just more, I don't know, it's just I panic a lot, so I do move to break even and
Gotcha. Yeah.
and things like that. When I shouldn't, if I give it a little bit more time,
Yeah.
wait it out.
I would have passed I would have maxed out my one combine yesterday. If I didn't move a stop.
Yeah.
And again, I do that whenever I have the little ones around, I can't focus and really think. And just like, okay, cool, just stick to your guns. And then I do that.
Yeah.
So I didn't lose anything yesterday, but yeah, I mean, that's just gonna be the experience. You know, like when do you move to break even and when don't you? You know, it's finally say, okay, here's the warning sign. Yes, there I should go to break even.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is just normal pullback. And just letting that trade run and not looking at it. I think that's it.
Yeah.
But you know, when we look at these things, there we go, down again. Like now, I'm so close to TP on this gold, like, do I just close it? But no. At least now I think that goes to shit and at least it's still $400. But
Well, that's it. If you're trailing your stops or you're moving your stops into profit,
yeah,
if you're setting it in what you're happy with, yes, you might lose some if it comes down.
Yeah.
Lose some. Yeah. But not yours yet.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing, you know. And one of these books, I think the one I sent you as well, when they talk about, you know, when you start seeing the utility of money, you're like, oh, it's so yeah, I can do that. I need so much for rent. I need this. Okay, cool. And then, you know, you're not close to your target yet. And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna close it. And you close, and then it goes on and hit your target.
Yeah.
So it's the money's not yours until you hit your account. Because even if you close now, if you don't withdraw it, it's still not yours.
Yeah.
Ooh, fucking hell, it's cold.
Well, that's it. I think, you know, I should have passed this second phase before all of the shit started to hit the fan. I'd had trades that would have hit TP and things like that, but I'd closed out early, or I'd moved to break even and got stopped out, or in the little profit and stopped out, partials, that sort of thing. And then, you know, marking up trades and then not seeing that play out. And you just, and then all of this has a twisted play with your mind. So,
Wait, I was $50 away from passing. Took it down. Back to 5% ago. Yeah, so that was just impatient. You know, if I'd waited 2 days to take a normal trade, I would have had them. Both. But just impatient. But yeah, and my greed monster that popped up in my head is the constant lovely battle.
Well, that's, I mean, yesterday I'd marked up NAS for a buy, and I was looking for an entry in a little bit, and then we went in on EU, and I just forgot about NAS, and then checked it later and was like, shit, should have went on NAS. Played fantastically all the way to TP.
Yeah.
And
that happens as well. You're like, you start focusing on something else. You're like, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. And then the EU turned out to be 2 losses. So, Christ. But this is what happens. These are the things that you've got to take on the chin, and you've got to say, right, okay, it's just part of the long process. of nailing this down until
Guys, I'm out on
these
this. I'm
just
stopped on
don't
this.
happen.
Yeah, this is the 4 hour. Awful, awful, guys. Awful. I mean, that was a nice trade. There wasn't much profit in it. I am up, only up about $50 or, which is a bit. It's just the ranges are awful either. We can do anything here on this 4. This 4 can come right up or can flip to the downside. Yeah, this 4 can do absolutely anything. Anything.
Hoping on a lovely flip from here. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Well, I'm still in on this first one. I mean, you could potentially have. So we haven't. The thing with the 4, right? The 4. We're not looking at. That's all we got. So the last time we closed, sort of in and around this area on the 4, was here, and you closed at this level, and then you pulled all the way back with a new 4. But. And then the new 4 came down at this level. So we can literally come up to here, or we can come down to here on this 4. Anything can happen here. Absolutely anything. So I think I'm going to call it. I just hope it gets... We're up $50. Let's see if we just build on it for this week. Build on it for this week. I'll put this on the trader, on the logbook later on. Means we'll be down still $100 for the week. So yeah, it's not what I can really do here, guys. We're just fucking about. Just fucking about.
Well, I'll place all of my hopium on this 4-hour flipping and driving.
Yeah.
Which in turn will have a domino effect, and the daily will flip.
Yeah.
Hold it for the rest of the week while it plummets.
Yeah. That's what we want.
And that's where my hopium statement is. So tomorrow you might have us just crying into me pillow for the stream. Yeah. If you're alright with that.
Yeah, that's
Obviously.
fine, mate.
I'm not come on if you're not.
Alright, James, I'll see you tomorrow then, alright?
Yeah, I'll
No,
catch you later, guys.
Great.
I'm gonna jump off as well. I'll catch you later, then I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
Another
Have a
win.
great day.
For the stream, which is at 62. Okay, right, guys, thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Catch you later.